On our last episode,
Cheryl, how do you deal with forgiving? Like, where do you start? Like, how do you navigate forgiving? I say you have to seek for healing first before you seek for answers, before you seek for understanding, even before you seek for an apology. Why? Because healed people hear different. I Am Genesis is all about new beginning. This is a safe place that doesn't condemn you, but instead challenges you to never stop discovering you. Every morning you wake up, you are a new beginning. You have a new beginning. You can choose at any time to begin again, and it can be beautiful. You have a past, who doesn't? You didn't get it right every time, who does? If God before you, who don't even matter? No more covering up what needs to be healed. You're worth discovering. Let's go. And so I had to seek for healing first. And seeking for healing is just me saying, God, help me to heal from this. I don't know where to start, but just speak to my spirit and teach me how to navigate this thing, because I'm so far in that I can't even get myself out in my own strength. This is something that I need you to help me, you to guide me, and you to literally take control. And what I had to do was I had to literally surrender how I felt to him, and I had to have a conversation and be like, God, this doesn't feel good. And one thing that I will say is acknowledge how you feel. Don't ignore how you feel, and don't put how you feel on the back burner. How you feel is how you feel, and God acknowledges how you feel. And so moments where I felt like, okay, I'm doing good, and then 3 weeks go by and it seemed like something just happened. Nothing triggered it. It was just a sudden thing where I just literally just went backwards. And in that moment, I stopped and I simply acknowledged how I felt. I acknowledged how I felt by speaking out loud, and I said, God, this doesn't feel good. God, I'm angry all over again. I'm pissed off all over again. I'm hurt all over again. I feel like I'm going backwards all over again. I was doing fine, but then suddenly this thing is just coming back to me. God, as I'm acknowledging how I feel right now, I ask Jesus that you would just simply just help me through this process. I'm trying to heal, and I'm trying to heal, and I know healing isn't a destination. I know it's a journey, but right now I'm angry. Right now, I'm pissed off. Right now, if I'm honest, I'm a little bit bitter. Right now, if I'm honest, I'm really, truly second guessing this whole healing process because it hurts and it's unfair. I can't tell you how it happened or when exactly it happened in that moment, but once I was done crying out and acknowledging how I felt, it was God's peace would just come and calm my spirit, where I felt like I had enough strength to just make it just one more day. That's all I was doing, was trying to just make it one more day and another day and another day. And because I shift my focus from answers, because I shift my focus from understanding, because I shift my focus from an apology, I began to get so caught up and so wrapped up in my healing that before I knew it, I I'm not going to say I forgot about this situation, but the apology didn't even matter anymore. My healing was more important, and I got the healing that I need. I received the healing that I need. It took a while. It definitely did, because it takes a while to undo everything. It took about 5 years for everything to come full circle for me. I'll say that. Once you get into your healing journey and get in the rhythm of healing, you'll find yourself literally living again. And that's all I desperately wanted, was to just live again. I didn't want the weight of what I was carrying. I just wanted to live again. I wanted the freedom. I just wanted freedom. And every time the lack of understanding will come, because it will come. The lack of acknowledgement comes, because it will come. I had to say, wait, Cheryl, you're not focused on it, on acknowledgement. You're not focused on an apology. You're not focused on understanding. What can all of that do for you right now? Absolutely nothing. Stay focused on your healing journey. And I had to put myself back on task, because I was focused on my healing. I was serious about my healing. I didn't want to be angry. I didn't want to be bitter. I didn't want to be any of these things. I simply wanted freedom, and I simply wanted to live and to thrive again. I wanted my gifts back. I wanted my creativity back. And I was going to have it back by any means necessary. So if I have to shut a thought down, I would shut a thought down and get back on the path of healing. Fast forward, I'm living, I'm thriving, and I'm living, I'm free. And it wasn't until 2 years after I was living and thriving and being free that I got a phone call. And the phone call that I got was very unexpected. I was living life, and this person called me and said, "Hey, how you doing?" I actually was just calling because I don't think I ever apologized for how I did you. I don't think I ever apologized for everything that I did, and you didn't deserve that. I have no reason to say why I did what I did. I don't know, but I just wanted to call to tell you that. And can I tell you that in that moment, this is what I said back to this person. I said, I'll say this. I never thought this moment would come. And to be honest, I got to a point where I couldn't wait for it. But what I will acknowledge is the courage that it took for you to years later call me, not knowing if I would answer, not knowing if I would hear you out, not knowing if I would reject you or curse you out. It took some courage to do what you just did. And I acknowledge your courage. And I acknowledge and appreciate and accept your apology. And after I hung up the phone, I smiled. I smiled because I was at awe with my growth. I was smiled because I saw the end of the tunnel and the importance of why I seek for healing first, and not seek for understanding, not seek for answers, not seek for an apology. Because let me tell you this, God could not trust me with that apology no sooner than when it happened. My heart wasn't in the right place. And in that moment during that phone call, rather than me passing off brokenness, rather than me going off and telling this person how I felt and how you did me was dirty, rather than doing any of that, what I shared to this person, I literally passed on the healing that I've obtained, and I passed it on to that person. Can you imagine the level of healing this person received from my response? From me being healed, from me getting myself in check, from me not leaning into my own understanding, but in all my ways acknowledging God in the process, acknowledging God, getting in alignment, getting in order, taking care of me first, healing first, Cheryl, healing first. Yep, you hurt, healing first. Yep, you broke my heart, healing first. Yeah, you betrayed me, but healing. Because if I stayed where I was, all I would have kept doing was running in circles. Seeking for understanding will keep you running in circles. Seeking for answers will keep you running in circles. Seeking for apologies will keep you running in circles. This took me 5 years to receive this apology. Imagine if I would have stayed stuck for 5 years. My purpose, my creativity, my gift was too big. It was too rich. It was too heavy for me to wait on understanding, for me to wait on acknowledgement, for me to wait on an apology. And so I shared that story with this person. I'm sharing that with you now for someone that may be struggling with not forgiving someone. And it wasn't anything that you've done wrong. You did everything you were supposed to do, and it still backfired on you. You extended your hand to this person, and they still bit the hand that fed them. If you seek for healing first, get rid of the answers, get rid of the whys, get rid of I don't understand, get rid of the desire of apology, and desire and seek healing for yourself. Everything else will fall into place. And guess what? Everything else falling into place doesn't mean that the apology will come like how my story did. But one thing that I want to highlight with my story is I was living again. I was thriving again. I was walking in my gift again. And I was flowing again. And I did all of that without having an apology, which means it's very possible to heal and keep going whether you receive a thing or not. Don't allow someone else's brokenness cause you to stay stuck in the penitentiary that you hold the key to.